There are people who simply come into the world to shine. Some do so for a moment, others leave a lasting mark. Demet Özdemir is one of those women who not only shine, she illuminates from within. Her success as an actress is obvious, but what truly defines her is her humanity. She's not just talent on screen, she's consistency, honesty, and sensitivity behind it. Demet doesn't act in real life as she lives authentically. Despite fame, she never needed scandals to stand out. She didn't seek shortcuts or fake alliances. She chose the harder path, working, respecting, resisting quietly. And in show business, that is worth more than 1,000 headlines. She puts her soul into every project, but off camera, she's also a friend, a companion, a warm presence. Everyone who knows or has worked with her agrees. Demet is a great actress, but above all, a good person. Yet her light unsettles those who dwell in shadows. Her honesty and simplicity bother those who hide behind appearances. They attack her not because she is weak, but because she is strong. Because she is free. On social media, thousands thank her with words, drawings, simple gestures. They find comfort in her smile, hope in her eyes. And no, it's not just outer beauty. It's her essence that touches hearts. While many lose themselves in ambition, Demet only competes with her former self. In a world that rewards noise, she conquers in silence. In an industry of masks, she chose to be herself. Demet Özdemir is not just a star. She is a woman who heals with her presence, who inspires through her character. And that, my friends, can't be learned. It's something you're born with. That's why even if some stay silent, others criticize or invent things, the respect she commands simply by existing is stronger than any words. Because Demet doesn't dazzle, she enlightens. From my perspective, Demet Özdemir represents much more than a successful actress. She embodies the quiet yet determined journey of a woman who has defended her space in an environment that constantly tested, labeled, exalted, and at times reduced her to a past relationship. Many still try to tie her name to Kanyaman, as if her identity depended solely on that chapter. But those who've truly followed her growth know that Demet has built her own strong and courageous path. Demet stands out not just for talent and charisma. She's a resilient woman who faced difficult moments with discretion and maturity. She's been judged for her choices, her silences, even the way she presents herself. Yet she's never relied on scandal to remain relevant. Her strength lies in the calm with which she moves forward, turning every experience into growth. Some wish to trap her in a closed story, but she has chosen to walk forward. Like Can, she has had to navigate between public expectations and media harassment. On one hand, people want her to fit an ideal. On the other, the press distorts every move. In this, they both share the need to protect themselves, to set boundaries, to preserve their essence. Because when a woman chooses to prioritize herself, she's often misunderstood. But that only makes her more authentic. Some say she shined more alongside Can. I disagree. Demet has shown impressive artistic growth in every project since. She's evolved, leaving behind the youthful image and becoming a complete and versatile actress. She never needed to cling to the past to stay relevant. What she lived with Can was meaningful, yes, but it's a closed chapter. She has moved on. Personally, she has chosen privacy. Some see that as coldness, but to me it's a legitimate form of self-care. After such public exposure, protecting her personal life is a wise decision. In a world that demands explanations for everything, her silence is strength. Demet doesn't need to justify every move. She knows who she is, and that's enough. Her presence has gone beyond borders. Like Kanyaman, she is loved in countries like Italy, Spain, and Brazil. Her style, acting, and authenticity have made her an international figure without needing forced strategies. I remember a comment that stuck with me: every person has the right to live where they feel welcome. I think that applies to the soul as well. Demet has chosen peace, sincerity, and projects that respect her. She's not trying to please everyone. She's prioritizing her inner peace. And that, in this world of appearances, is a real kind of victory. In conclusion, Demet Özdemir is not just the lead of a romantic story that once captivated the public. She's a woman who's grown quietly, who has learned to rise without making noise, who has chosen balance over empty spotlight. And for that, she deserves every bit of recognition. Because Demet shines on her own, and her light is real. From my perspective, Demet Özdemir represents much more than a successful actress. She's the symbol of a quiet but determined journey of a woman who has defended her space in an environment that constantly tested her, boxed her in, praised her, and sometimes reduced her to a past relationship. Many still link her name to Kanyaman's, as if her identity depended on that chapter. But those who have followed her growth know she has built a solid and brave path of her own. Demet stands out not just for her talent and charisma. She's also shown she's resilient, facing tough times with discretion and maturity. She's been judged for her choices, her silences, even her public image. Yet she never needed scandals or provocation to stay relevant. Her strength lies in the calm way she moves forward, turning every experience into fuel, every fall into a lesson. Some try to keep her stuck in a closed chapter, but she's chosen to walk forward. Like Can, she has dealt with public expectations and media pressure. Some want her to fit into an ideal they created. Others distort her every move. Some want her to fit into an ideal they created. Others distort her every move. Both have learned to protect themselves, to set boundaries, to preserve their essence. When a woman chooses to prioritize herself and not please everyone, she's often misunderstood. But that makes her even more authentic.